First thing you're gonna do is go to Google, type in Google Analytics, and you're gonna click. It will ask you to sign in with a Google account, and you won't have anything on here, so you go ahead and hit Start Measuring. Once you're on here, add the account name, so whatever you want it under. And then down here, these are the default settings. I would keep them the same. Google Products and Services is more advanced, and if you're not already at the analytics stage, you probably don't need this. But you do want to keep these other ones because if something goes on and you have issues, they kind of need access to this to help you. Property setup, so property name. And then you want to make sure you've got the right time zone. I'm New York time. Make sure you have the right currency. And then it's going to ask you, what's your industry? So you pick your industry from here. It doesn't really necessarily have all of it. You can hit other, arts, business. It's very general, so don't get too caught up on this. But if you're somebody that's like, I own a spa, you're definitely going to want to make sure you have that down, lawyers, that type thing. But if you're a consultant or you work, with other businesses, you're probably going to want to choose business and industrial. So you have your size of your business, and then you want to know, what are we going to use it for? So go ahead and just click all of these, and until you get to here. Now, if you have apps or you're going to have an app, go ahead and click that. And then you definitely want lead generation. And you hit create. And then you'll get this pop-up of terms of services. Hit accept. I accept. Then you'll get email communication. This is totally up to you. How often you're going to check it, how often you're not, all those things. I don't recommend this. Because you will get spammed. I like this one, and I like this one. So I would click both of those. But you can change that at literally any time. And then it's gonna give you a tour of everything, which I recommend you take. Right now, we don't really need to. You should. Now, when you go down and you choose your platform, so we're most likely, and I'm talking to y'all, you're most likely web. So you choose website, you're gonna put in your URL. Once you put in your URL, let me just do mine really quickly. My old one, the new one is coming, and I'm very excited. Website name, we're just gonna do test again. Create stream. And then it's saying, oh, data isn't active. You need to install this. And it's gonna come over here and say, here's how you install it. Now there's a couple different ways. If you have WordPress, Wix, Squarespace, any of these, it's very easy, and you just kind of click it and you follow the instructions. You are not listed in one of those platforms that Google supports. It is still most likely that you don't need to go into your HTML. Most platforms nowadays know that there needs to be tracking associated with it. So if you go into your platform, you look up your site information, there should be a tracking area where you can put in the Google tag that you get on the HTML side. Now, once you're all hooked up, you're not going to get data immediately. They usually set about 28 days and you'll start seeing it. You can look and see sooner. You can, play with the parameters, go in there, but don't really expect too much information before like a month, because you want to be able to look at everything. If you look at just 7 days worth of sample, it's not going to tell you a whole lot because it's big picture. And remember that Google Analytics is just one way to track your analytics on your website. There's lots of other ways. Google Search Console is another kind of standard one that's very easy to add up, especially once you have your analytics in there and you've got that set up. You can go to Google Search Console and you have to confirm ownership of your site, and you can do it through your analytics site. I hope this helped. And you can always reach out for a consultation if you want to kind of do more look at your specific case, figure out what we can do to get you set up with tracking, monthly maintenance, all of that.